This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.
We are so excited to have Cynthia Isaac joining us here today. She's our life coach at Divine Human Beings, and we're excited she's back to chat more about the work she's doing. And really, she wants to help you out there, if you're listening, transform and really offer you a unique and transformative spiritual life coaching experience. So, welcome today. How are you doing?
Hello. I am doing fantastic, and I'm sure you're doing the same.
I am. It's been a great day. Fall's in swing. We're feeling good here in New York. What about you? Where are you located again?
I am in Midwest, St. Louis, Missouri.
Perfect. And how's the weather there?
Today, the weather is fantastic. We've been having warm days, hot days, cool days, so it's in the middle of the switch. But right now, it's good. It's very nice.
Well, we're
Sun is
excited.
out. Everything
Aw.
is lovely. Feels great.
Well, I know you have a lot of expertise. We're going to dive into the work you do and starting off with really just, let's break it down, the type of people you're serving, right? I know it's professional Black women, usually executives, entrepreneurs, business owners. Let's talk a little bit about the niche of clients that you work with.
Absolutely. Yeah, well, I help Black and Brown Indigenous women of color.
Mm-hmm.
I help them to redefine what it means and what it looks like to prioritize themselves so they can live lives that are full with luxury, with love, and also liberation.
Perfect. Everything that they deserve. And mind you, everyone out there listening, y'all deserve it. So you're taking
Yes, and
people um,
you know
from,
what?
oh, go ahead.
Yes, Jill, you're absolutely right. And I'm glad you said that. Aha, you're right. We all deserve that. All of us, especially women, we're all divine human beings. And I'll talk a little bit more as to why I'm specializing in this group.
Beautiful. Can't wait to hear. And did you want to kind of dive into a little bit of what the problem usually is here?
Yeah, well, let me talk a little bit about where I'm coming from, who I am, and why I'm doing this.
Sure.
Um, Again, I'm Cynthia Isaac. I'm the founder of Infinite Love Retreats. And I just recently launched this part of my business. I've been doing coaching and mentoring for quite a while now. And
Mm-hmm.
so I wanted to expand what I was doing. Um, I am the founder of Infinite Love Retreats, which is a travel and retreat company for
Mm-hmm.
professional Black women, Indigenous women who are ready to redefine their luxury and self-love. The reason I'm doing this is because too often the weight of everyone else's needs come before our own needs.
Yeah.
So what I do is I curate lavish, soul nourishing retreats where women can step away from their daily distractions, with however the world distracts you. You know, we do have distractions,
Oh, yeah.
so that they can connect with like-minded sisters unapologetically and celebrate their magnificence. I want them to prioritize their divineness, their divinity.
Absolutely. And join the community with so many like-minded other women out there and who are all, on a mission to succeed. And it's great how you can bring everyone together and do this, especially with these retreats.
Yes. Because the main problem, as we talked about, is that, we all are overworked,
Yeah.
outstretched, often disconnected with our own joy, our own happiness. And to think of a the sense of luxury and self, it seems selfish. But that is
Mm,
not what we're talking about at all, because we're not talking about the type of luxury where, you feel is out of reach or, above or, indulgence. That is not what we're talking about at all.
nope. Got it. Well, did you want to talk a little more, dive into, a little bit of the problem? And then, of course, we're going to get to the solution and the transformation. Everyone, listen up.
Exactly, exactly. Again, as I said, the problem is that, we're so busy running around, helping it's just in our nature, helping everybody else, putting everybody else above us. And before you know it, you're tired, you fall into bed and you haven't even taken care of yourself. So this is really about stopping and paying attention to your own inner well-being, learning how to love yourself, learning how to take the time to really feel what does it mean for you to feel good?
Mm-hmm.
What's it, what does it mean for you to experience joy, love, happiness? Have you ever really done that? Have you gone on a vacation? Have you taken time out from your normal everyday duties? Most of us don't always do that, particularly if we're busy, because busy women continue to be busy, don't they?
Sure
You find
do.
something to do to keep you busy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, very true.
Eh, Yeah. And so, as I was saying, my solution would be I am actually curating what I call infinite love retreats. And that's where, particularly the BIWOC, Black and Indigenous women of color, that we get to step away from all of that. And then we connect. The important thing is that we connect because connection is so important. And these are with like-minded sisters, like-minded women who have experienced similar things. They may think that luxury is a
Out of
guilty
reach.
pleasure.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
yes,
not
yes,
for me. I can't have that. I'm not good enough. I'm not this enough. Yeah, that's not true. But we
yes.
we do these self-doubting thing all the time on ourselves. We are hard on ourselves.
Absolutely, absolutely. And often we're carrying internal trauma or wounds that we're not even aware of that really aren't even ours. They are passed down from other people and other situations. So, what I want them to do is to experience luxury as their birthright. That is what we're talking about. So,
Luxury.
on these retreats, we actually experience transformation. And
Beautiful.
what that means to me is that once you go on one of these retreats and you experience this sisterhood, this community, this connection, we come back refreshed. We come back clear. We
Mm-hmm.
come back confident, grounded, unapologetic about prioritizing ourselves and our well-beings. Why? Because we know when we do that,
Yeah.
that it's a ripple effect in our homes, in our families, with our friends, in our business, our career, and our legacy. So it's really important to take that time and to be able to experience that transformation.
Beautiful, beautiful. And where are these retreats taking place? I mean, these infinite love retreats. Is there anything up and coming that you have in mind, or is it up for discussion too amongst the ladies?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, right now I actually have one already in the mix, and it's to Egypt. We're gonna go to Egypt. It's not until next September. So save the date. I
Wow.
know we're ahead, but save the date. Already have it all laid out and all planned for Egypt. And the reason I did that is because in February of this year, I always had a dream to experience Egypt, to go to Egypt, because I heard so many times that that's like the birthplace, that's the place to be, that's the place to find out about, all the beginnings, all the ancient things, all of those things. I go, okay, I want to experience that. So I went there back in February and I spent about 15 days um, all over Egypt. But what was
Wow.
so yes, I went to Cairo, I went to Aswan, I went to the
Oh,
we cruised down the Nile River. I went to the Nubian villages. I went to, I mean, just all kinds of things, Luxor, to the
wow.
pyramids. I mean, and I was able to actually connect with the people, the actual people that live there, and actually visit some of their homes, ate their food, had conversations with them. It was just, I mean, it was heaven to me. It was absolutely heaven. And it expanded me and opened me up so much that I was like, you know what? I want other women to experience that as well. So, as I said, I already have one curated for to Egypt, and that is called the Splendors of Egypt. I do have a flyer. We'll talk about that later. Um, and it is September of 2026. and I'm in the process of curating other ones now.
Beautiful. Did you want to dive into a little bit more about what's going on behind all of this and, how we're going to fix it together with everyone getting together and the sisterhood, as you mentioned?
Uh, how are we going to fix it? Is that what I heard you say?
Yeah, yeah. I know we all have these problems, right? But how do we fix it?
Oh, you know what? I'm going to step back a little bit. I'm going to answer your question, but I'm going to step back a little bit. What I'm going to talk about is the fact that we all are divine human beings.
Mm-hmm.
And as divine human beings, we have a right to live in this world
Mm.
full of love, full of
Mm-hmm.
joy, full of happiness.
Yep.
And I believe that I am on this world to help other women experience that.
Wow.
So it feels it's a it's a gift. It is a purpose. It's in my bones. It's in who I am.
Yeah.
And as I said before, anyone is welcome to these retreats. I just want whoever comes to be aware that there may be some cultural teachings, cultural things that we're going to go into. You're certainly, open to it, but in reality, a person who is experiencing that and seeing that, they're going to get the most from it. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So going back to the whole idea of divine human beings, uh, on one hand, all of us, we are human beings,
Yeah.
correct?
Yep.
Subject to whatever human
Mm-hmm.
emotions, feelings, um, experiences bring us in life. And yet, we are also divine.
Mm-hmm.
So I will say, and I'm going to say, well, I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it. There's something I like to say at the end of my sessions that I'm going to hold it for now. But for the most part, this is what it's all about. And especially today, Jill, because I don't know if you were aware of it or knew, you probably so, but this past weekend, we experienced the blood moon. Were
I heard
you?
about the blood moon on it was on the radio, but I'm not sure what it even is. Would you mind
Oh
telling me what
yes,
it is?
oh
Thank
yes,
you.
yes, yes, yes. The moon. There's certain times in the year where the moon has, it's a full moon, a half moon, a crest,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. But this past weekend, the 7th, 8th, and 9th, we experienced the blood moon.
Yeah.
And I know even for myself, I'm aware of these things. I am conscious of it. I look forward to them. I try to put myself in a place where I'm peaceful, where things are going well. But no matter how peaceful you are, you can't control everything. Something from
Yeah.
outside could come in that could shake your world. So
Yep.
what I want to say about this blood moon is that this is the time where many people feel offbeat. If you think about it, maybe sometime in the past weekend, maybe
Mm-hmm.
you felt unsure. Maybe you felt like, I've been doing everything I know I need to be doing, but yet my manifestations aren't coming. I've prepared myself for this particular job situation, whatever, but yet it doesn't seem to be happening. Or I don't
Mm-hmm.
know why, but I'm feeling a little cute, confused, a little foggy, maybe tired. Those are
Yeah.
some of the things that you may experience during the blood moon. And it is a challenge
Mm-hmm.
to really catch yourself and to settle yourself and to really be in charge of you. Because while all this is happening, life is happening.
Yep.
People are getting hired. People are getting fired. People are getting divorces. People are getting married. Babies are being
Mm-hmm.
born.
Oh yeah.
Homes are being crushed. I
Oh yeah.
mean, that is life. So, on top of this and the energetic vibrations of this blood moon,
Moon.
this is what can cause us to really wonder, or some people may even become depressed. I mean,
Mm,
that is a real thing. But we don't want that to happen because we want everyone to understand and to know what's happening with themselves, in
mm-hmm.
their own life. So when you know yourself, when you understand who you are, when you have done the work, um, of consciousness.
Yeah.
That's what I call it, consciousness. And specifically for me, Christ consciousness is I want to be at my highest, best self that I can be. Now, I know that that's not going to always be the case all the
Of
time.
course.
Hey,
Of course. Yeah.
I have feelings and emotions like everybody else. And I have times when I have to step back and go, uh-oh, wait a minute, what's going on? I'm feeling a
What's
little
happening?
shaky.
Uh-huh.
Let me get back into myself,
Yep.
okay?
Yep.
So I
Oh,
mean, it happens. It's life, and that's why I'm so excited right now because I'm finally finding myself at a place where I feel stable and secure and confident enough to really step out there and do what I know I'm born to do, and that is really to give people hope. You know, to let them know that show them how to pursue empowerment, enlightenment,
yeah.
feeling good in life. That's what I'm all about. It's all about. It comes down to love. It's all about love.
It sure does. I love
And
that.
that's why I created the Infinite Love Retreats, is to be able to bring people into that space for, anywhere from 5 to 7 days. I think Egypt
Wow.
trip is 11 days, and
Okay.
it's all inclusive. So if anybody's interested, they can, contact me and get on the wait list. And then as time goes on, we'll reveal what's going on and
Beautiful.
how it works and what you ought to do if you're interested in that.
Oh, I'm excited. Oh my goodness. To think about Egypt. I've never been there either. My goodness. So, oh, wow. Well, let me ask you, in your line of work of helping so many people transform, I mean, you've been doing this for a long time, maybe the retreats are on the newer side. What would you say is the biggest challenge with women, with getting people started? Is it usually just the fear of getting started, or is there something that triggers that? It's kind of the same for everyone, would you say?
The truth is, it really is different for each person,
Okay.
but you said something very important. Life happens. And when life happens, often it will trigger us. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I recall specifically when my husband passed, which was 15
Oh,
years ago. I've been a widow
yeah.
for 15 years. But I remember when that happened, I was at one of my highest peaks in life. I mean, I was enjoying life. I
Wow.
was loving
Yeah.
life. I was living my best life. And it happened.
Wow.
We got a report that he would have 6 months or less to
Oh,
live.
yeah.
And I tell you, oh God, that shook me. That was one of the things that really, really, really shook me. But again, as we go through life, as we experience things, sure, at the time it was grief, it was loss. I didn't know what to do. I had just started my coaching at that
Uh,
time. I was just beginning to, I mean, I was eating up, I had just found out about what coaching is, and I
yeah.
was eating up everything that there was to consume. And I tell you, over the time, I've gotten lots and lots of certifications from all different levels and different modalities that I've learned.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that I did that because that is what makes me who I am today. But going back to what you said, how do you know? The first thing really is you kind of feel out of sorts. You feel like,
Mm-hmm.
why am I here? What am I supposed
Yeah.
to do? Who am I? Who am I supposed to be connected with this family, with this person? Is
Yeah.
there something more for me? You start to wonder, question yourself. And I say that is what I would call when you're asleep, when you're still asleep. And if you think about it, when you first wake up and when you sleep, you kind of feel that way. You may not open your eyes right away and you go, okay, well, where am I? What am I
Yeah.
doing? You just
Mm-hmm.
kind of, you're not all there at the moment. And then after a while, you wake up and you just, oh, okay, I'm in my bedroom, I'm safe, I'm whatever. Okay, so you go from asleep to awake.
Yeah.
And many people right now are awakening. That is the
Yeah.
key right there. And you really have to awaken nowadays if you're going to be sustainable in this earth and in this life that we're living. Because
Oh,
you know what? It's going to get worse before it gets better.
yeah.
Because the earth is evolving. We're in a transition. Our world, and as we know it, is transitioning. And we have to learn how to roll with that
Yeah.
or pay the price. And the price would be, survival, suffering, all of that. But we don't want
Yeah.
that. We want joy and happiness and able to sustain and maintain.
Got it. Oh my goodness. Well, there's still so much more to talk about. I just want to remind everyone who we're talking to, Cynthia Isaac. Yep, and she's helping you connect, live the life of your dreams. And we're excited that she's offering these infinite love retreats and so much more. And as an expert in your field and clearly loving what you do to help other people transform, can I just ask, who helped you transform? Who do you credit with your journey of getting through everything you went through?
Wow, wow, wow. That is such an excellent question. Um, there are a combination of people, but I have a very strong spiritual background,
Mm-hmm.
and I thoroughly believe in the higher power.
Yeah.
I'm not a religious person. Um, I do believe in who they call God,
Yeah.
but I'm not a religious person, and I don't cut people out if they don't believe that, what I believe,
Mm-hmm.
because it's not that, but it's about really getting to know yourself. So I would say that those are my strongest roots because as a child, I
Mm-hmm.
always went to church, and I did the things that, you're supposed to do. And I was called a good little girl and da 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 da. But I was not perfect by no means.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
mean, I mean, I knew that if I would listen to my parents, if I would listen to the other people, older people, elder people in my life who were telling me good things, if I would
Yeah.
listen to that and do that, then I would have little to no trouble. Now, I have a brother who did not listen, and so many times he had to get spanked.
Yeah.
But my point is, you asked me who, so that's the main vibe. And then I believe that through life I have learned to listen to my intuition, to listen to, is this right? Is this for me? How does this
Mm-hmm.
feel? Where am I going? Who am I? And what makes me who I am? And how am I different than anybody else? And I
Yeah.
may be different, but I'm no better
Mm-hmm.
or no worse.
Mm. Wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. And we still got 5 more minutes left in your show. What else do you want to make sure we cover for today?
Well,
Ah,
today I would like to say if anyone is interested to know more about me, they can preferably send an email to support Cynthia-Isaac, ISAAC.com. Cynthia-Isaac.com, and it's support at. And if you're interested in maybe knowing a little more, and that's my website. And if you're interested in knowing a little more about, the Infinite Love trips, currently we have Egypt and we have at least two others that are being curated now. I also have a Facebook page that is
mm-hmm.
called Divine Human Beings. And please, please join the page because I'm going to be spending a lot of time there as I work with Jill and we share the interviews and other things that I'm doing. I'm going to be spending a lot of time on that page. So if you want to stay up to date on what we're doing.
Beautifully said. Oh my goodness. I want to hear more about Egypt. Now, is there a limit to how many people can come on the retreat? Is there anything like that that we need to know? And how long is it going to be?
The retreat is going to be from 11 days, from September the 15th, I think, to the 26th. It is 11 days. I don't know if that's whatever that is, 11th to the 25th or 26th. And it's next year, and we're going to be building up to that. The trip is already, put together, but I am also going to be meeting with the women who are interested, who we come with for, we're going to have a couple of Zooms prior to that. So there'll be time to get to know each other, meet each other, and perhaps get roommates, whatever.
And unfortunately, we must say goodbye. We are out of time. So thank you again for everything. And again, we hope everyone reaches out. Cynthia Isaac, check in with her. Again, Divine Human Beings. She's a coach. She's looking for people coming up on her retreat next year. And it was a pleasure speaking with you. You have a fantastic day, okay?
Okay, thank you, and
All
we'll talk
right.
soon.
We'll see you next
Okay,
week.
bye now.
And to all of
Bye
our
now.
listeners and viewers, stay tuned. We'll be right back with more.
This is the Global Podcast Network, where executives and professionals connect, share, and inspire. Stay tuned for the conversations that drive success.